Good run off the top for Timms. He actually got to our outside. We make a little mistake. Timms is going to clear us on the top. We'll hold on to the 4th spot here for day 1. A good gap behind. We head through 3 and 4, nice and smooth. We're going to pick up our first win of Kokomo Speedweek. Day 3 as we head into 3 and 4 for the final time. We'll take win number 2 of the week. We're going to look up the inside of Selzy. Contact with gravel sends us spinning. We get the car fired back up, and it's falling down to the 6th spot as we would get a call.
If you ask any driver at a local short track, they believe that they can get to the pinnacle of racing if they just had the right opportunity. But in racing, you have to create your own opportunities.
Keep your eye on Dale Jr. He is driving away. Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's the lead. Look at Jr. go.
There'll be turning points in every career.
And look at this.
Earnhardt Jr. with a checkered flag
In his rookie season.
The highs and the lows.
championship contender in trouble.
They make contact. Junior goes around.
But it's how you deal with those turning points that will define your character and push you to greatness.
But it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory to the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Storybook ending.
How does your story begin? Will you make it to the top?
Dale Jr. going for 4 in a row at Talladega.
My new boss for 2008, Mr. Rick Hendrick.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won the Daytona 500 for the 2nd time.
It is now my honor to present Dale Earnhardt Jr. into the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
We did exactly what you told us and we won the race.
To join Dad in the Hall of Fame is probably as good as it's ever going to get.
The world is watching, and your opportunity starts now.
At the end of last episode, we got a call, and it was for this. The ARCA Menard Series Discovery Race at Rockingham. For more, we'll go down to Dale Jr. and the Dale Jr. download.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Jr. back again for another episode of the Dale Jr. Download with my good friend TJ Majors and the co-host of the show. We got some big news this week, TJ.
Yeah, you're probably talking about the Discovery Race deal.
Absolutely, man. This is going to be awesome, though.
Yeah, I knew when I read about it that it was going to be all you.
Yeah, I really do like this kind of stuff. It doesn't matter in this situation how much money you have, whether you got a big sponsor behind you. Even manufacturer allegiances don't matter. It's the best of the best. It's everybody who's anybody in short track racing at the grassroots level coming to Rockingham and trying to find a way to stand tall above the rest. And if you can go out there and perform better than anybody else, you're going to be able to come out of the local short track scene and get a shot at the ARCA Menard Series. This is every driver's dream. And they've had these before. They did the Roush Gong Show and other competitions, if you will, where they bring what they believe are the best drivers in the country to compete all for a total prize and an opportunity at the next level. So this is a lot of pressure for these young drivers, and they're going to be asked to perform at their best in this instance and prove that they belong. But it could be a life-changing experience for one.
Rockingham Speedway, a 0.94-mile, D-shaped oval, and the host of the ARCA Menards Discovery Race.
Welcome to today's Discovery Race, where the best of the best will walk away with sponsorship and a full-time ride in the ARCA Menard Series. Let's go trackside now for the command to start this ARCA Menard Series race. Drivers, start your engines!
This race will determine how our career goes. driving the number 94 unsponsored Chevy SS. We're going to be starting from the 30th spot. We need a top 10 in just this 5-lap race as we are green for the discovery race. Not a great start. As you can see, the field's starting to pull away from us. We had a little bit of an issue getting through the gears, but now that we're up into 1 and 2, we're going to get a huge run, shifting up into 4th, gaining a couple spots outside of Cale Brown. Going to get into the back of Margie Brooks a little bit off of turn number 2, but we're going to shoot to the bottom, 3 wide into turn number 3. Clip the apron just a little bit, but we're making spots up quick. Now 3 wide on the outside. That'll put us up into the 22nd spot. We're going to go 3 wide on the bottom now to make our move into the top 20 after just 1 lap. On to lap 2 of 5, we're going to get into the back of Brett Thompson a little bit. Still getting into the back of him through 1 and 2. Now we're going to shoot 3 wide, middle of him and Barnes down the back, straightaway into turn 3. Getting aggressive. We know this is our shot at an ARCA Series ride. To the outside, taking a spot there. Now on the outside of Billy Green, that'll move us up into the 16th spot down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go. We're halfway into this one. Looking up the inside of Tommy Bailey, we'll make that move, and that'll set us right up to the outside of Ricky Cox for the 14th spot. Next up, Robbie Collins up in the 13th spot. We'll see if we can run him down using the top lane a bit here. Got a good run through 3 and 4 to the outside of Collins. Now looking to the back bumper of Ned Hill. We'll give him a shot down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go here in Rockingham. We'll look to the outside of Hill in 1 and 2. Really run that top lane. Get a good exit on Kevin Murphy. That'll be for the 11th spot now. Looking down the inside into 3 and 4. Through 3 and 4, coming to the white flag. The leader will take the white. We'll be right on the back of Chase Jones down the front straightaway. Final lap for us now as we got the white flag. Looking to the inside of Chase Jones into 1. Up the inside of the 88. We'll clear him through 1 and 2. That's the position we needed. We're into the 10th spot. Can we run down Harry Nelson to pick up 9th? We'll go to the bottom in 3 and 4. Get a good run. Looking to the back bumper of Nelson. We're going to jump up to the outside on the 23. Looking to the line. It's going to be P9 here in Rockingham. As we'll take a look here at the results, John Zander got the win over Peter Quackenbush, Abby King, Jesse Agard, and William Zaborski. The top 5. We end up in the 9th spot, 6 seconds back from Zander. But we got our goal, and that has earned us a sponsorship for this ARCA season. So here's a look at our car for the start of this season. We're sponsored by SRI. We will be in a Ford, the number 14 SRI Ford Mustang. Got a nice looking car here just to start it off, so we'll say that. And then I'll give you guys a quick look at my AI settings for this series. We are Mystic Motorsports. We'll be running Fords for at least the foreseeable future. So we'll take a look here. There's all my assists, running none. We'll be running 25% races with 4 times fuel and tire wear. Full damage, yellow flags on strict for the most part, black flags on. Once we get to trucks, there will be multiple stages, full qualifying. AI right now will be set to 100. The skill range at 60 since we are in the ARCA series. We want a little bit of a wider one. The AI fuel consumption at 20, which means they'll be pitting closer to the time we are. As we'll get set now to head into our first race of the year at Daytona. Daytona International Speedway, the world's center of racing, a 2.5-mile oval with high banking, the home of the Daytona 500, is where we'll make our first career ARCA Series start.
Welcome to the World Center of Racing, the legendary Daytona International Speedway. Get ready to feel the thunder as engines roar from the high banks of the world-famous track where speed meets history.
Here we are in Daytona as we're getting set for the first practice session of our career. So we'll roll out from the trailer for the first time
and let's get out there.
in this SRI Ford Mustang for Mystic Motorsports. Our first experience owning a team. This is completely different than the dirt tracks we ran before. Obviously coming from the Kokomo Speedweek in the prologue. So we'll get a nice look at the number 14 here coming to end our first lap of practice. And we're not even close to the goal. Almost a second off with us being in a single car run. That'll do it for practice, though. We know we're not really going to be up to speed if we're in the draft. We will tighten the car up just a little bit. Did feel a little bit of a slide off of the corner. So that'll get us set to head into qualifying. Lawless Allen topped the practice session over Jake Finch and Greg Van Alst. 3 really good plate track racers. So we'll get set to head to qualifying here on Friday at 1:30 p.m. We'll get ready to roll up to the end of the pit lane. Feel like we're not going to be good in qualifying either, but we'll have a good shot once we're in the draft. So we'll come out of the pits now to start our first and only lap. Coming out of the pits, we'll skip ahead to us coming out of turn 4 on our lap, running right on the bottom, trying to hold that yellow line to the line. It's going to be a 51.3, which puts us last. We will not meet our goal of the top 35. It's a little bit quicker than we had in practice. Jake Finch will get the pole here in Daytona. So we get to scroll through the results. Finch on the pole, Allen second, Queen third, Sawallich, Van Alst your top 5.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this ARCA Menard Series race. Drivers, start your engines!
Here we are now getting set to roll out for our first career ARCA Menard Series race. 20 laps at the World Center of Racing. Starting from the 40th spot alongside Zachary Tinkle. We'll be getting the green this time by green flag in the air. We are racing here at Daytona. Jake Finch will lead us down to the green. As we're not going to get through the gears great, we are going to lose out, not be alongside Tinkle heading into turn 1, but we'll luckily be able to slot down into the bottom, still losing a little bit of ground now to that 11 car. Just the goal is going to be try to hold on to the draft, see what we can do in the pack. So we're going to come off of turn 2. EJ Tamayo dropping back a little bit. We're going to run a little wide off of turn number 2. That's going to drop us out of the draft for a second. Drop us even further back. But now that we picked up the draft, we're going to have a huge run on EJ Tamayo for the 39th spot. Jumping up to the top, just trying to search if we can get around this number 10 car. Sorry, 01 car, not the 10. As we come off of 4, scrape the wall a little bit, we will clear Tamayo off of the corner. So 39th after the first lap of this one. The goal for this race is a top 35 here from SRI, as we'll give a push to Timmy Hill heading off into turn 1. Up to the 37th spot. We're going to jump up to the top. Hill's going to block us, though, off of the corner. We'll cut down to his inside. Now in behind Robbie Keneally, who's running in the 35th spot. That is our goal for today. See if we can get to the back bumper of this 9 car, maybe try to push him back up to the pack. He's side by side with Trevor Huddleston for the 34th spot. We'll get inside of Huddleston. This will be the move to put us into the 35th spot. We'll make it work. Now jumping up to the top, trying to get to the outside of Robbie Keneally. We'll try to make that move work now to the outside of Isaac Kitzmiller. The East Series champion in real life will get past him. Down to the inside of Becca Monopoly. Make that move for 32nd now, in behind Eric Johnson Jr. and David Smith. That's Patrick Staropoli up on the top. Kind of surprised to see him this far back in that Venturini car. So we'll get a good run down the back straightaway. Look to the outside of Johnson for 29th. Good run now to the outside of D.L. Wilson. Try to make that move for 28th, but he's going to hold strong on the inside. Looking for the run off of turn number 4. They're 3 wide up ahead. That's Lawless Allen getting dropped back. He was one of the he was fastest in practice. One of the cars up there fighting for the pole, but now he's all the way down back behind us. So we move into the 27th spot as we cleared Wilson. Jump down to the bottom in behind Laney Bice, looking to the inside of Michael Maples. Solid run so far. We're making our way through the field pretty well up into the 26th spot. Gonna get a good run down the back on Caleb Costner. Can we get up another position? Now we are going to get by Laney Bice. That puts us into the 25th spot. Now we're gonna look to get around Rita Goulet. That's gonna put us up into 24th. A good run for the inside. Now looking up the inside of Brad Smith for the 23rd spot. We'll make that move. Get by the 48 car. Here on lap number 5, looking to the inside of Tyler Reif in the 23 car. Still trying to make up some positions. We're doing well at that. Holding on, 4 laps of fuel left. We will have to make a pit stop here, maybe under green, as we're going to get a good run down the back. Do we get a push from behind? We don't. Not yet, at least. We do get by Reif now, looking to the inside of Takuma Koga. That'll be for the 21st spot. We've almost made our way through half of this field in just 5 laps. We're coming off of turn number 4, trying to hold on to our lane. A little bit of a slip up, get into the side of Koga. We'll go up the inside of Brayton Laster. This will put us into the top 20 here in our first career race. So we are making moves aggressive on the bumper now. Caleb Costner will get him a bump. He'll try to jump up to the top, but that outside lane just not really well formed. We'll look to the inside of Costner now in 1 and 2. We'll make that move now in behind Tanner Rice, who's running in the 18th spot. See if we're going to get a push from behind down the back straightaway. Doesn't look like they'll get to our bumper. They're going to go 3 wide ahead. Rife getting aggressive now. He'll take it 3 wide on the bottom with Bowman and Alex Clubb, as we'll get by Butterbean now through 3 and 4. Still 3 wide up ahead. Multiple lanes in a row. We're going to try to get to the back of the Rife machine. We are all over getting really aggressive here early on in Daytona. We're heading into 1 and 2. 3 wide, multiple lanes up ahead. We're side by side with Jake Bowman now, as there's a car spinning. William Sawalish goes around. He's into the wall. We head to the apron to avoid it, but unfortunately, that's going to glitch the game. As there was, at least at the time of me recording this, a glitch where if your car hits something during a caution, you won't be able to pit, and that's really going to cost us here, as everyone else will come down into the pits under this yellow. So it'll give us the lead, but we do not have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race, so we will have to make a green flag pit stop at some point. It's just unfortunate. Just a really unlucky glitch. We're up into the 14th spot. You can see I'm trying everything to get it there. But it doesn't show up. We're advancing back to the green. We will be the leader over Amber Balkan. Greg Van Alst in behind us. Jake Finch runs 4th. LeVar Scott in 5th. But we will take the green once again here in Daytona as the race leader. Coming to the line, we'll lead our first ever lap in the ARCA Menard Series But you can see we just have 2 laps of fuel. We're going to have to try and hold off and hope for a caution will lead them down into 1 and 2. See if Van Alst will give us a push. Balkin up on the outside. That's Jake Finch in behind her. Going to try and take the push from Balkin. So we ran a little wide off of the corner. Balkin out to the lead, but we're going to get a shot from Van Alst down the backstretch. We're going to try and slip in just for a second to get in behind Balkin for the draft. A huge push from Greg Van Alst down the back. And that'll give us the race lead here in Daytona. On lap 11, we just need a quick yellow. See if we can get it here now. Coming out of turn 4, coming to the line, will lead another lap. Our second lap led in the race. But you can see the message from the spotter. Our fuel is low, and we'll have to pit this time. It'll be 4 tires. We'll take 2 cans. Actually, we will not be taking any tires or damage. We'll just take the 2 cans of fuel and hope that'll be enough to make it to the end of the race. Hope we can get a yellow before we have to pit. So we head through 1 and 2. Van Alst's going to get to us now. He's going to jump up to the top. We're going to let him, or we're going to throw a block on the exit of the corner. Here comes Kitzmiller in behind. We'll throw a block down on the bottom. Just trying to hold on here to the lead for as long as we can. It's just unfortunate that this happened with the glitch. But we're going to head into 3 and out of turn number 4. We'll have to pull to the apron this time. Hard on the brakes now. Try to get it down to the 60-mile-per-hour speed limit. We will be way under it, in all honesty. Just a painful, painful pit stop to have to make here in Daytona. As obviously we'll lose the draft, which is so important in these plate races. We'll head to the pit stop now just to get 2 cans of gas. It'll be a quick stop here, just about 9 seconds here, 9.1.
Stay on the blend line now.
As we'll get going back from the 40th position here on lap number 13. And it's even going to be a question on if we can make it from here. We'll have about 8 laps of fuel on a full tank. So we head through 1 and 2 down on the apron, trying to just pick up speed as quick as possible. As there are cars pitting now. So you can see they couldn't make it on fuel from their pit stop. This could be the saving grace, but remember, they're all in the draft for an extra lap. We have nothing, all by ourselves. As we're coming through 3 and 4, just trying to pick up time as we can. We'll jump ahead now to lap 14. Jess still running in the 40th spot. We'll come through the tri-oval and see if we can pick up spots. We will get by Sawalich and Tyler Reif. That'll move us up into the 38th spot here on lap number 15. As we're behind Timmy Hill, but we can't even see him as they're going down the back straightaway now. Just unfortunate with the timing of the yellow and the way things went down with the glitch. Kind of made it so we didn't really stand a chance. As we'll come down the back straightaway now, trying to just cut down laps as much as we can. We jump ahead now to the end of lap 18, coming to just 2 laps to go. The leader coming into the pits, that's Isaac Kitzmiller. As we've now got 2 to go, the leaders will be coming to the white. As actually, I believe Kitzmiller will take the white from the pits. We're low on fuel, which is a huge issue because the fuel light came on last lap. You see, it only says we have about 1 lap of fuel left. Here with 2 to go, will we be able to even make it to the end of the race? As we're heading down the back straightaway now.
You're low on fuel.
Kitzmiller will be past Jake Finch, the pole sitter, now to the lead here with just 1 lap to go in Daytona. Can he hold on? We're doing our best to try and drop back to Tyler Reif. You can see we're not really picking up any speed. Just trying to lift a little, see if we can drop back. Not full throttle.
Around and pit this time.
Our crew chief wants us to come in. We will not be pitting this time. We'll try to make it to the end of this race. Finch will head into 3 and 4 for the final time. Can he hold on to the win? We're trying to drop back to Rife as much as possible, trying to save as much fuel as possible. We're down to 0 laps of fuel remaining, but coming to the line, Jake Finch will win at Daytona. He'll start off our career mode. He'll be the first one to take a win. We're going to get a huge shot from Tyler Rife down the back straightaway. That's going to help us a little bit, try to keep up momentum. We're going to try to drop back to Rife again. He's going to give us a little bit of a tag into 3 and 4. Coming off of turn 4, we're getting close to sputtering now off of the corner. We will sputter a little bit now down the front straightaway, but it's going to be enough to hold on to a disappointing 38th finish. We will not meet the goal of a top 35 here in our first race. It's Jake Finch takes the win here. It'll be LeVar Scott, David Smith in the 3rd spot, Patrick Starpoli, and Tanner Rife in the top 5. Laster, Steckley, Pompa, Goulet, and Van Alst round out the top 10. As now we get to take a look at the rep, gaining a total of 304 rep from this race. Get 80 for leading lap, 160 for clean racing, and 56 for our lap speed. So you can see Tanner Rife very upset with us here, but Jake Finch, the winner of the ARCA Menards 200. I hope you guys enjoyed this first race. I really enjoyed filming it, and this process has been really great for just everything. I really like this game, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in next time for the race at Phoenix.